it has a place for the cable to come out safely without getting caught. I'm very keen to see how this feels. Hello! Hello and welcome to another— wow, that was really loud. Hello and welcome to another NihongoGamer video. Today I'm unboxing this big package from Amazon. It is really exciting because it's going to replace a peripheral which I've wanted to replace for a little while now, and I was waiting until I could find the perfect way to replace it, and so I did a lot of research on exactly which would be the perfect peripheral, and it's kind of difficult to get it out. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh wow. Well, a little bit more dangerous than I was expecting. Anyway, this is it. Touhou Project Special Edition. I guess it's limited edition as well. Arcade stick by Hori. Designed, I think it's designed just the same way that they design all their arcade sticks, but the artwork, it has this character on the front of the arcade stick, so I'm very much looking forward to unboxing it with you, so let's unbox it. Now, to make my life easier, I've just moved the camera a little bit closer, and I'm just going to show you the box quickly. You can see it's for PS4 and PS3, but I actually understand that it probably connects to a PC as well using something called X input or cross input. I'm not 100% sure. One thing that does interest me is I don't actually know if this is a Real Arcade Pro 4 or a Real Arcade Pro 5, because actually this came out in December of 2016, which means that technically Hori was already making version 5 of the Real Arcade Pro controller. I don't actually know if this is the 4 or the 5. Doesn't really matter to me because basically I just wanted a larger arcade stick. Can't wait to unbox this. This is the back of the box. Got some information about what's inside. I think the main features on this arcade stick are that it's got something called the Hayabusa stick. The Hayabusa stick is, I don't know, I guess it's Hori's main arcade stick, and apparently it's nice and smooth and fast to click. Plus, it has a little diagram here on the back showing a picture of 2 different buttons, and it's saying that the buttons are a little more low profile than other arcade sticks. I don't actually know whether that really matters at all. Plus, I will just mention that it's not very cheap, but it's also not very expensive. It was 17,000 yen, which is basically about $160, $170, I guess. So it looks really, really cool on the outside. This is the side of the box, whoever this character is. So I'm not very familiar with the Touhou Project characters. I actually only really bought it because I wanted a cool arcade stick. I wasn't sure which one to go for. I figured I may as well get one of these arcade sticks which has cool box art. It's actually designed to go with a game that came out for the PS4 in December of last year in Japan. It's called Urban Legend in Limbo. I've never played this game, and I'm not sure if I will play this game, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, it's here on the front as well. There's also one thing that's interesting about this product, and it's actually one of 2 different arcade sticks. Oh, by the way, it's got a handle on the top of here. You can use the box to take your arcade stick places. There's actually a blue version of this arcade stick as well, with the character who wears blue. And I guess if you were going to buy 2 of these arcade sticks, it would be smart to go for the red one and the blue one so that you have a nice complete set. Ooh, I'm not going to throw this box because I actually want to keep this one. One more thing I'm going to mention as well is that this is an Amazon-only product. I think you can only order it on Amazon, or obviously if you're buying it pre-owned, I guess you can get it from wherever someone else is selling it. But essentially, this is limited, this red version, is limited to Amazon's the Japanese Amazon website. And if you want to buy the blue version, you have to go to the actual Hori web store and download it. You can't download it, and buy it there. Wow, I have never unboxed anything so carefully in my life. Wow, that didn't last very long. Oh, it's a nice dark red. Here it is. The Touhou Project Urban Legend in Limbo. Oh, it's humongous. The reason I'm buying this, of course, is because I need to get a larger stick. Or rather, I need to get one. I just wanted a larger one. I was running into a few issues with this smaller one. A lot of people ask me, because I made a video previously about this one. It does work, but you end up using fingers on your left hand to hold the whole stick in place so it doesn't shift around and move, which is not a wise use of your fingers. Like, you want to have all of your focus on playing the game. You don't want to be focusing on whether the stick is sliding all over your lap or sliding all over the table. Also, these little buttons here are just a little bit too small to aim for. You can see that the buttons on this arcade stick here are much larger. So that's something I wanted. I wanted a stick that I could actually press with a couple fingers. Let's give it a couple presses. And this is the arcade stick, the Hayabusa stick. Okay, feels good. Now a lot of people seem to talk about this online, whether the stick is octagonal or square shaped. This is a square shaped stick, I think, which means that it really does lock into the corner in a sort of square shape. I don't really know how to show it to you, but basically I think you can get like restrictors so that it actually rotates in a circle more. I'll see how I go. Other stuff you need to know about this stick is that it does, obviously because it works with the PS4, you can have this, there's a touchpad here, so if you need to do anything that requires the touchpad, there's a touchpad button here, there. And also, there's a bunch of buttons over here on the side. Let me just read them to you. There's a share button here on the left, 4 switches, and then 3 buttons that say Turbo, L3, R3, and then the PlayStation button. The first switch here says DPLSRS, and I think that stands for the directional pad, or left stick, or right stick. So because there's only one stick on here, you have to choose what it would normally do on a PlayStation controller, which has got, you know, it's got 2 analog sticks and a D-pad. And then there's also a mode button here that says 4, 3, or PC. I'm not 100% sure what the A switch does. It says assign mode and turbo mode here on the top, and I think obviously in addition to having rapid fire while holding down the button, there's also a way to remap these buttons, and I think you can like hold down buttons and can like program them to like rearrange them in any order that you like. This is the compartment. You can open this compartment here and put your USB cable. It's not wireless, it does use a cable, but when you're not using the cable, it shuts it away like so. And this is interesting. This actually, you can actually hold it like this. There's a little handle here on the bottom. I didn't even know that. That's quite exciting. If you want to look like you're holding a suitcase, then there is a handle here. Okay, so this is quite important. With the previous stick that I was using, it would like shift around when I would move it, click on it, press the buttons. But this one, this stick is not going anywhere, which is brilliant. It's not like incredibly heavy, but it's heavy enough that it doesn't move, and that's all that really matters to me. Oh wow, it feels so much better. Honestly speaking, the arcade stick itself is only fractionally smaller than this larger stick. Like, the stick itself is not a huge amount smaller on here, but it feels completely different. This one feels a little bit stiff. This one feels really fluid, like you wouldn't have to... You've got like no resistance. Oh man, it feels really good. I am really excited about this, and I also bought Tekken 7 in order to celebrate buying a new arcade stick, but also because I feel like playing this game. So before I finish this video, what I'll do is I'll boot up King of Fighters. I'm gonna do Tekken 7 in a separate video. I'm gonna boot up King of Fighters and just see how it feels to play on this new arcade stick. Actually, one more thing that I'll go over before I plug it into the PS4 is how long is this cable, because you may be interested to know how far you can sit away from your TV and have the cable reach. I mean, I'm only guessing here, but that's 1 meter-ish. And that's about another meter-ish. I'd say you've probably got about 2.8 meters of cable length here, so do the math yourself to figure out whether it will reach your TV. And one more thing that I've just discovered here, you can actually see there's a little hole here so that when you close the arcade stick, it has a place for the cable to come out safely without getting caught. And without any further ado, let's plug it into the PlayStation and play a bit of KOF on this new Toho limited edition Hori Real Arcade Pro arcade stick. Alright, as you can see, I've got the arcade stick here. It looks pretty good. It's quite loud, actually. I don't think it's louder than a normal arcade stick, but it's, you know, it's not a quiet arcade stick. There is a silent version coming out soon, I think. I'm very keen to see how this feels. Something that I liked when I saw other people using them online is the fact that it has this little ridge here, so that you can rest your palm on it. It doesn't hurt after a long period of time. Alright, so dashing and moving seems to be working fine. These small jumps are not any easier than they were before. I was hoping that using a more sensitive stick, I'd be able to do these small jumps more easily, but it would appear that has not become much easier at all. Okay, so First impressions are, it's not magic. You don't just suddenly become able to play the game by buying an arcade stick. In fact, buying a new arcade stick makes it harder because anything you learned on the previous arcade stick is gonna feel a little bit different. Climax cancel! I'm quite proud that I'm able to do that. Let's try some moves, shall we? Alright. Alright. I love this character. So good. I am very happy with this. This feels really, really nice. Yeah, there are maybe newer arcade sticks than this one, but I'm very, very happy with this. Advanced cancel in KOF is apparently when you do a super combo and then you do a max super combo right afterwards. And then the next level up from that is apparently doing the max super combo followed by the climax cancel, but you don't do it like I did because you'll miss the timing. Yeah, climax cancel managed it. So there you have it, everybody. That is King of Fighters 14 with the new Toho Project Special Edition Hori Real Arcade Pro arcade stick. Don't know if it's a Real Arcade Pro 4 or if it's a Real Arcade Pro 5, but it doesn't really matter to me. I just wanted a nice big arcade stick so that I can... I don't know, I was just having trouble holding this stick in place while playing the game at the same time. And it was just kind of a waste of energy. And there you have it, King of Fighters with my brand new arcade stick. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, share the links and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next NihongoGamer video.